I'm acist. I know. It's very thick of me in 2021 to come out in front of a camera and say that I'm racist against the ACES, but it's true. It's a problem I've had to deal with for quite some time. Imagine 21 years of doing card tricks, but being completely racist against the ACES. I can't stand the look of them. Every time they walk by my car door, I decide to lock it because I don't want those ACES to think that they could steal my property. You know what I'm saying? Just look at them. Just look at them and tell me that that doesn't anger you. Just looking at the ACES, disgusting with their clothes and their music. So today I'm going to show you what to do when you have too many ACES. If you haven't noticed, I uploaded a card trick, which was a little bit of a flashback Friday. A trick that I uploaded initially in November of 2017. But some people wanted to know how it's done. Some people wanted to know, hey, Piggy, how'd you do this trick? I thought it was a little bit obvious as to how it's done, but you might want a tutorial. So that's what today is dedicated to. And also giving attention to the problem that is the ACES. Whoa. So it's very simple what you need for this trick. You're going to need the disgusting, ugly, nasty smelling ACES. And you're going to need the noble, intelligent kings, the KKK. You then take the Ks and you place them on top of the deck, and then you take the ACES and you place them on top of the deck, and you, my friend, are ready to go. It's a simple trick, but you do need to manage your angles a little bit because at some point you are holding 8 cards as 4 cards. So you might want to keep that in mind, my friends. If you have no idea what to do with cards, may I suggest the Pigcake Card Academy, where $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card stuff, coin stuff. You get access to over 1,000 videos. How do you get access to over 1,000 videos? Because I also upload an additional 2 tutorials that I do not post anywhere else, my friends. So you get 4 videos every single week going over card and coin stuff, all for the price of a White Claw a month. I think that's worth it. And if you want to pay 2 White Claws a month, you get access to the Mentalism Academy, which is a bunch of mentalism stuff, taking you from a beginner all the way to expert level in mentalism. So read those minds, get them digits, and join the academy. Now, if you want, you could produce the ACES. I personally don't think that's worth it just because of the fact that they're dirty, disgusting ACES and don't deserve to be produced. But if you want, you could go through with a little production that looks like that, right? Where it looks like all the ACES are coming from different spots. Super simple to do. All I'm doing is one Banzai spin out move, which is me just putting pressure with my finger. At the same time that I put pressure with my finger, I'm just separating both halves. But when that happens, look at this. That card is just floating there. So I could just throw it out of the deck. And then when I come back, I do another slip cut as I turn this one over, turn that one over, turn this one over, and then turn that one over. I'm just turning over cards. Magic's not hard. We make magic to be hard, but it's really not hard, my friends. And that's your initial production of the 4 ACES. Or you could just go, I'm acist. I hate the 4 ACES. Now, of course, as you're talking about your hatred for the ACES, you're getting a break underneath the top 4 cards of the deck, which are going to be your glorious kings. So at some point, what you're going to do is you're just going to take the ACES, place them on the deck, lift up all the cards, and then drop the deck on the table. So right now, I'm actually holding on to 8 cards as 4. So you're going to need to make sure that you place the deck somewhere because you're going to get rid of all these ACES in the guise of counting 5 cards, right? So that's what's going to happen here, that you have too many ACES. That's the pattern. You have too many ACES. So make sure to cover that as best you can. So now, all I'm going to do is just count these ACES one at a time. So I'm taking them from the top, turning them face down, and putting it on the bottom. Taking it from the top, turning it face down and putting it on the bottom, and doing this until we get to the last one, which should show 4 cards cleanly to the audience. But this is where you let them know that no matter what happens, you always have too many ACES. Such a disgusting problem. So what you're going to do here is just going to count off. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Of course, this is 4 cards, so make sure to count this one on top as you count 5 and show the fact that you have 5 cards. That's weird. You could actually turn this one over and say, I always have too many ACES. It's weird. Every time I count them, even though I showed you that they were 4, I always have, and here you're going to do it one more time. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, I'm holding this time 3 as 1 as I say 5. That's too many aces. This time I'm going to turn this half over and go, ugh, God, disgusting. Always have too many aces. So now at this point, you're going to count one more time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, here you're going to be left with 2 cards, which you're actually going to need to get rid of. So when it turns to these last cards, you're just going to do a double lift and say, ah, man, I always have too many aces. So I'm going to turn these 2 cards as 1 over. Take these 2 cards, which is actually 2 aces, and drop them on top of the deck. As I say, it doesn't matter how I count the cards, I'm always going to have 5. So now I'm actually left with only the kings in my hand. So when I count them, what I'm going to do is that I'm actually going to count one of those cards twice. So I'm going to take this card, count it off, that's 1, take it back under. So I'm stealing this one, much like an ace would, stealing it under as I count off this next one. So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5. So at speed, it just looks like I've counted off 5 cards. It doesn't matter how I count them, I always have 5. Now there, I did a bit of steal move by counting 1, counting 2, getting a break there, stealing it off, counting the next one, and then counting the same one that I just stole. So at speed, it just looks like I've counted off 5 cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But really, I have 4, my friends. I'm a dirty liar. Now at this point, you could actually take one from here, which is going to be an ace, put it on top, and go, look, I could even add one, and I still always have 5. I could take one away, and I still always have 5. The only way to solve this, my friend, is through the power of segregation. That's right, segregation. I can't use the aces. I have to use a different set of cards. So here's how we do this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And now you see, my friend, we only have 4 cards because we are not dealing with the aces. Now we are dealing with the kings. And that's your conclusion to the trick. And now at this point, you could take your applause. You could get all the phone numbers that are going to be sent your way. And you're definitely going to get some odd letters from organizations that might favor this type of segregation, separation. So keep that in mind if you perform this trick in public. I know many of you guys in the magic community are pretty disgusted with the aces. Every magician has a trick where it seems like things are going normal, but guess what? They manage to twist it at the end and produce the aces in a way that doesn't make sense. So that's why I'm an acist, and I'm wanting to put this video out there so hopefully people that are aces as well could come out and we could all have a community where we show our hatred towards the aces. But that's the trick. That's the video. Let's see how many people stick past this, right? Usually at the end of videos, people go, haha, that's it, I'm done. I'm going to move on to something better. Let's see how many people actually stick it around and hear the outro of this video. I don't know what's important to say, right? Usually when it comes to these, I have something that's happened to me, something that I've done, something that's going on in my life, right? I don't really have much. This was a fun trick. I have a lot of videos that I haven't uploaded, like a lot of videos. I think a couple hundred that I haven't uploaded. And for various reasons, either some are terrible, just the way they look, the way they sound. This was one of them that I thought was tolerable. I didn't like the overexposed way that it looked. It looked a little bit too overexposed, which is why I never uploaded it. But I thought it was a cool trick. I thought it was a cool concept. But I have so many videos. And some of them that I've seen are pretty bad. Like pretty terrible. I thought for a while maybe what I could do is I could do a performance video and then do a tutorial video, right? So that way I could get double the views. And I have a lot of videos that are of that same idea. So I have one that's a performance and the other one that's a tutorial. Not so good. Not so good. But I have them and I'm uploading them slowly. Every week I'm trying to upload at least one of those old videos. So I hope you guys are enjoying those bad boys.